everybody, to another episode of RCW Rise here on this Wednesday afternoon. What's up, Coldberg? Good to see you in here. I was very surprised that when you told me when I was in your stream the other night, when you said you dropped a follow, I figured you were following already, but I just seen a notification on my thing. As we have the Resistance coming out here with Dozer and the Chainsaw Jay Smith. Now, for those of you that are new, this is our quote-unquote NXT version of RCW, where we have the newest superstars. So anybody that is new that gets signed to the roster, they end up going here, and it is a completely CPU versus CPU controlled universe. The other two shows that we have here, the one show on Wednesdays, RCW, and the other one is RCW Dusk on Fridays. Those are controlled by me. I control one of the teams or superstars in the match. This is just for the newer superstars, as we have Terrence Banks and Frank Burns, two RCW originals. We wanted to create more RCW originals for you guys that you can get behind, and you know, we wanted to create guys that attribute-wise are very, very low, like in terms of overall, so as they get wins, they'll get bumped up higher. Now, we don't have like anything like that for the channel points or anything like that. It's just guys that I wanted to create just so that, you know, when they make something of themselves, all you guys that watched them from day one, quote-unquote, rise up the rankings, pun intended there with the show's title, and see what they end up turning into. As Jay Smith tried for the poison mist already on Frank. Or that's Terrence, excuse me. Your character's not booked tonight. I gotta still grab him still. I've been busy. I was busy recording yesterday. I didn't get a chance to get on WWE and pick him up quite yet. Plus, we have such a loaded roster now with all this new talent. Speaking of new talent, we have Pitbull making his debut tonight. James McCaws is the guy that's responsible for making that one. There's a slam there from Chainsaw Jay Smith and a cover, and not even a one count yet. Huge knee lift right there, right onto Terrence Banks. Now Terrence, he's gotten a couple wins. That's why he had the jump from a 65 overall to a 67. We raised his attributes a little bit. Now that's not a huge significant difference, but as these guys get wins, they will get their attributes bumped. Not all the way to 100, of course, something normal. I still gotta downgrade Frank, because the game default his attributes to 75. We need to downgrade that a little bit. Still need to do that still, but it's just so that these guys can show their can prove that they are worthy of, you know, being a part of the roster. Now, this only applies to any of the RCW originals that I create. This doesn't apply to any of your characters. So if anybody joins, their overall is still going to remain the same, except if it's like outrageous. Like obviously, you know, if you have like a 95 overall character, your character's probably going to get bumped down to like 80 something. You know, we don't want any too craziness. Even the characters that I created myself, like the Outlaws, they're not 90 overall like they were in 2K19. They're in the 80s as far as overall goes. As Dozer getting tagged in here, as Dozer working on Frank here. Right off of the turnbuckle. And oh my god, that's a big man be doing a springboard like that. And a kick out. In case you missed Friday's RCW Dusk this past Friday, it is on the YouTube channel now. You can enter the command YT in chat to gain access to all the YouTube content. That is where all of the RCW shows go after they air, and we put all the entrance music in, all the bells and whistles in the final cut of the show. Because obviously with this being live, it's difficult to do all that, but that's where all of that goes, in case any of you guys miss it. Of course, there's always the VOD too as well, but on YouTube, that's where all the music gets added in and everything else. So it's a much better experience overall watching it on YouTube. Obviously, we love people that come here live and watch it live because you guys obviously know what happens before anybody else does. So there's always that too. We also do some weekend streams here and there. My normal streaming schedule is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Fridays usually starting at 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mondays and Wednesdays usually starting around 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time there. So, and we do weekend streams usually either when I feel like it or when we're on the week of a pay-per-view. So we have 2 pay-per-views a season with 20 episodes per season. But we also occasionally, sometimes we do what's called these little specials, kind of like what Impact does with Against All Odds, Under Siege, and other little specials that they do, where sometimes we do that. We have 2 specials, actually. We have a summer special known as South Beach Splash, which will debut in the next season, in season 13 of RCW. And then we have RCW Rockin' Eve on New Year's Eve that we do, that we're going to do every year now. So those are 2 good specials. Sometimes we have titles on the line, sometimes we don't. Like, it all depends. Pretty much the card is already set for RCW Renegade. So the card's pretty much already set for the season finale of season 12. So as the mist right into the eyes of Terrence, and a huge knee strike right there from Jay Smith. Cover again. 1, 2, and there's Frank right there to break it up. And Frank taking out Dozer. And there's Jay Smith. A chainsaw, but he taking a little bit too long. There, and that allows Frank to escape. And Terrence taking advantage. It's Terrence now looking for the Alabama Slam right there, right onto Jay Smith. Tag right to Frank. Frank's fired up here, waiting for Jay Smith to get to his feet, still dazed, and a clothesline, taking him down. Oh my! What huge power there from Frank. 1, 2, nope, not even a 2 count yet. As Dozer went in there and broke that up for his team. Now Dozer out once again. Jay Smith with the escape and taking down Frank. Dragging him away from the ropes, very wise. Cover again. 1, 2. And this time, Terrence went in there. Save his friend. Jay Smith with the DDT right there onto Frank. And Frank with a clothesline. Right to Jay Smith to the outside as Dozer is taken out in the process. I love it, getting him back in right away. Count of 20 under RCW rules here. That rule change coming in Season 7. And since then, we haven't had a match ever really end in a draw, except, you know, with the case of Iron Man matches. But that's a little bit different there. But we haven't had a match end in a draw due to a countout. So, you know, since that rule change. So we've had very definitive winners here since that. Terrence getting tagged in now, stomping away. I appreciate that, Goldberg. I try real hard, though, to make it feel like a real show for you guys. It's pretty much what I was looking for here in my universe mode. I've been doing this universe in terms of the regular RCW show. I've been doing this for about 4 years. Well, it will be 4 years. August 21st, 2018 was our very first episode. And this was back when I was just kind of doing a trial and error type thing. You know, I wasn't sure what this was going to turn into as Jay Smith with a cover. And there's Frank Burns with easy breaking it up there. Well, yeah, this was kind of something that I thought would be cool, and actually it's because of you guys, and I say you guys as in a community, that it caused me to change my entire career around, in terms of what I wanted to do in college. I ended up transferring to a different college that was closer to home because of what I do here on RCW. I was like, if I can do this if I can make storylines and do all this crap through a video game, why can't I do it in real life? Hell, it would be probably easier to do it in real life because, you know, you don't have the limitations of a video game. You know, there's only so much you can do. With a video game as a kick out at 2 there from Dozer. And a huge lariat there, a huge revolving clothesline. Is now Terrence Banks in the much larger Dozer. The height difference is astronomical there. Is Frank getting on the apron? Terrence really feeling himself right now. Terrence getting out. I don't know how wise that was. He should have just waited. These two going back and forth here. We've gone through many referees in our time here in RCW. We had Tyrone, our referee, and now we have Aaron, our referee here. He's been doing pretty well for us. Count of 6 is Jay Smith getting tagged in. And that's the thing. Superstars aren't going to be able to win by countouts so easily now with the rule change of the countout of 20 now. So, you know, it's going to give a lot of time for superstars to get back in the ring. A couple of shots to the back there of the chainsaw. And oh, Terrence with the power as he slams down the chainsaw Jay Smith. That huge amount of power on display, but there's Dozer right on the apron still as Dozer gets the breakup there. Remember, you have to focus not just on the guy that's in the ring that's the legal man, but also the guy that's on the apron too as well. As Terrence drops Dozer. Terrence dropping Dozer there. And now Terrence going for the Alabama Slam again. Right onto Dozer. Terrence taking out everybody. The Chainsaw, Jay Smith, doesn't even know where he is right now. And that allows the end of days. No, the clothesline. The reversal from Jay Smith. And now Jay Smith with the senton right there onto Frank. I think he hurt himself on the way down. And a DDT right there to Frank Burns, and he's busted wide open. And now, again, the power of the Chainsaw, Jay Smith, on display here. Dozer is down for the count right now. And now, Jay Smith, again with a powerbomb variation there. And just a simple kick to the back, and that cover's over. I'm looking for that suplex. Oh, it appears that... Oh, I thought Terrence blocked it at first. But I guess not. Terrence getting dumped by Jay Smith. And now, oh, Frank taking advantage. Dozer back on the apron. And oh, what a discus punch there. Busting Jay Smith wide open. Getting a lot of bleeders here. And look at the power of Frank Burns. Now, Terrence was just a single star before Frank Burns came along, and they decided to form a tag team as we were lacking a lot of tag teams here. Now this tag team division is pretty much loaded, no pun intended, with the tag team name of Frank Burns. And Terrence Banks is a huge splash from Frank Burns, and Dozer's right there to break that one up. And Dozer, Frank Burns did not take care of Dozer like he should have. Just Irish whipped him to the apron. And he's still there. I don't know how wise that was. He should have taken care of Dozer completely. At least to help out his partner. But I have to say, the longer this match goes, the more it favors the Resistance. Just because of Dozer alone. Now, no disrespect to the Chainsaw Jay Smith here, but Dozer is the guy you got to worry about. And a spraying with the mist again. And a huge knee right there again from Terrence Banks. 1, 2, the referee's letting all of this go. We have a good referee here, letting all of this just go here. And oh, we're getting a good camera angle there. What's happening on the outside? We got to focus what's happening inside the ring here. It's Jay Smith looking to take down Terrence. Bang with that powerbomb. 2, and a powerbomb on the outside as well as the Resistance get the victory overloaded. But they had to fight for that one. The Resistance getting the victory here, overloaded. But Frank and Terrence, despite them being new guys, I mean, the Resistance are new guys too. But, you know, compared to, you know, the Resistance, with the exception of Dozer, who just joined us, which Chainsaw Jay Smith has been here for a while, and the chemistry is obviously a little bit better on their end, as the Resistance get the victory here. But don't go anywhere, folks. Your next match is just moments away. All right, next up, folks, we have a women's match coming your way, as we have Buckets Savannah here. Savannah Williams, one of the two sisters of Buckets and Baller connection here. With Jordan. You can catch the WNBA series with Jordan and Savannah Williams on my channel, on my YouTube channel, by entering the command YT in chat. There's also a link down in the About Me thing right there, too, as well. If you want to catch that series. That series has been a really fun series, and basically that series tells the tale of Jordan and Savannah Williams if they did not leave the WNBA to join the Squared Circle. I use a lot of other games and other mediums to further the stories of this universe here. That's a little bit different than what you probably normally would be used to seeing, as we have Kayla Rose, one of our newest talents. We've seen her a couple times here on RCW Rise. Kayla Rose. We have so many great CAW creators, and literally it's because of them that, you know, we're able to do things like this, especially with cross-platform community creations. Now it makes it 10 times easier for everyone to be able to be a part of anybody's EFED or anybody's community, anybody who does content on the WWE 2K games now. So we have Kayla Rose. Now, I believe the last time we'd seen her on RCW Rise, she had gotten a victory. Let's see if she can here. Is Savannah Williams. Now, you'll see some of the quote-unquote RCW main roster on RCW Rise, just, you know, to get some of their bearings, or maybe to help out some of the newer talent. You know, we've seen that in the other company on NXT 2.0, where we've seen the likes of Natalia and Dolph Ziggler and other main roster stars there make their presence known on NXT 2.0. So you'll definitely see that here on RCW as well. Now, Savannah and Jordan could have become the women's tag champs, but unfortunately for them, they did not. So, and we decided to get rid of those titles because we have the Dream Championship for the women. We also have the Women's Championship as well. So we have 2 belts for the women. Savannah and Jordan really wanted to focus on their solo careers, but that doesn't mean that they don't team up every once in a while. There's a kick out at 2.5. Now, Savannah, there's a reason why she's called Buckets. She had a nasty 3-pointer. And Jordan obviously being called the Baller because she could do absolutely anything on the floor in the WNBA. So, you know, they always complemented each other. And you can see how well they do there in that series, which I believe has 57 episodes now in that playlist there. So if you want to check that out, definitely consider doing so. It's a really fun series. Something very, very different. Usually a lot of my YouTube channel content, or any of my content that I do, surrounds professional wrestling. So I've made games like Cyberpunk work in the world of pro wrestling. Don't ask why, but, you know, things get very, very creative here on the Botch TV channels. Try to be different than what you would normally see on content platforms like Twitch, YouTube, Trovo, wherever else. You know, and that's the thing. You kind of have to set yourself apart from everybody else to make people want to watch you and you know, make people want to be a part of your community. And that's what we try and do. We try and create awesome stories, so we do use other games to do that, such as NBA 2K and Cyberpunk and other things. It's Kayla Rose going right after the much taller Savannah Williams. Savannah Williams standing at 5'10". 1, 2, and a kick out. Now Savannah, she loves to go to that top rope and hit the top of the key, as well as the alley-oop in the corner. Savannah and Jordan both rocking New York Liberty tattoos as they played for the New York Liberty before their time here in RCW. Butterfly suplexes here. It's now Kayla Rose looking to take advantage, but there's Savannah with a couple of shots to the midsection. Now Savannah here, turning it around. Inverted DDT, beautifully done there. Standing shooting star press there, beautifully done. 1, 2 to get the win here over Kayla Rose, and a kick out at 2 again. They have that matching tattoo, a buckets and baller with the B&B with the basketball right there. Now she's looking for top of the key. She might be going for top of the key right there onto Kayla Rose. 1, 2 to get the win here, and no. Kayla Rose able to get the shoulder up at 2. It's been a while since I've seen Savannah hit the top of the key in quite some time. Kayla Rose continuing this quickness and onslaught of offense. Here's a super kick right there, and another super kick right to the back of the neck there. 1, 2 right onto Savannah, and she's got it. That's all it took. Was the kick to the back of the neck, 1 to the face and 1 to the back of the neck, and another victory for Kayla. Like I always say, anything can happen here on RCW, and it truly did. I thought Savannah had that after the top of the key, but Kayla's strong enough to kick out, to get the wherewithal to kick out and get that shoulder up off of the mat. As Kayla Rose with the quick victory over Savannah. But don't go anywhere, folks. We still have more action ahead of you guys. All right, folks, we have your next matchup here as we have Max Omar coming out here. Now, he's one of the newest members of the roster, and my God, what an impressive victory for him. Previously on Rise, that was one of possibly, arguably, one of my favorite matches to call this season. And I'm not just talking about Season 1 of Rise, but Season 12 and the whole RCW shows as a whole. The whole RCW universe as a whole here. Max Omar with an impressive victory on Rise, and he's looking to get another one. As we have Aiden Johnson. Now, Aiden Johnson, one of our newest signees here, he got an impressive victory over Bobby Saturn, the RCW Carnage champion. And with that, I will make the announcement. In addition to Bobby Saturn going one-on-one with Darby Allin for the Carnage title, Aiden Johnson has been added to that match, making it a triple threat. And it will be a triple threat elimination. Most of our multi-person matches here in RCW are elimination unless stated otherwise. There's Aiden with the knees right to the face of Max Omar. Oh, Insaguri. He had to stop himself there. Too much momentum dragged him away from Max there. A rope break causing that hold to be broken. Is Aiden going up top already? Aiden now a little bit too close. Oh, I thought he was going to I thought he overshot it a little bit. but I guess not. I thought he was a little bit too close. But he's going for the cover already, and Max with a kick out. Easily. Now, we've seen this before many times with the great one. The People's Moonsault. No, it's the knees. Max Omar got the knees up right there. Now, we haven't seen the People's Champ, The Rock, in quite some time. Since, I believe, RCW Asylum. Back in, I believe that was like season 9 or season 10. But the People's Champ, you know, he's out there doing movies and making money with the XFL, so I'm pretty sure at any point he could return as he's looking for his revenge on the Murderhawk monster, Lance Archer. And with South Beach Splash taking place in the 305 in Miami, who knows? Something could happen there. Let's get to the task at hand here. It is Aiden Johnson and Max Omar here in this matchup. It's Max here. Max taking down Aiden. And again, taking down Aiden there. Oh, dodging out of the way. Rolling easily out of the way there. Max planting Aiden right on the face. Too many kicks there. Too many kicks. Can't go to the well too many times. Otherwise, your opponent knows exactly what you're doing. Got to keep your opponent on their toes there. Knee drop failed. Tried for a jumping clothesline perhaps there from Max, but misconnecting with that. Drop kick to the back. Easily done there. Nicely done. Or made it. Now Max lifting up Aiden. Oh, right off of the rope there with the guillotine. Yanking on that hamstring there. Trying to pull a hammy. Can't walk if you have a pulled hamstring. Trust me. I know more than anybody. It's definitely not a good feeling as a backbreaker there. Right off of the knee. Now Aiden is in huge trouble here. And now this is very, very different than what we had seen against Bobby Saturn. Aiden owned that match. That was his match. And now Max making it look easy with that clothesline taking him down. And again planting Aiden there. 1, 2, 3, and Max took care of him fairly quickly. Max had to fight tooth and nail the last match. We'd seen him in. I believe that was his debut as well. But not that time. As these previous two matches end fairly quickly. Both for Kayla Rose and Max Omar. As anything can happen in the world of RCW, and we've seen many crazy things happen here over the course of 12 seasons. So, Max Omar gets the quick victory over Aiden Johnson here on RCW Rise, but don't go anywhere, folks. Your main event 2 out of 3 falls match is coming your way as Pitbull makes his debut. All right, folks, it's your main event 2 out of 3 falls with Pitbull on his way out here, one of the newest signees, courtesy of James Mack. Now, this is a man I can totally see being world champion one day. But he's got to work his way up there. Just like everyone else has. As Pitbull gets ready to face one of the biggest stars here across the E-Feds, it is Big Nasty Bubba Blackwell. The EWL, the Epic Wrestling League, you can check that out on Twitch with my mod Sakate. Now, we haven't seen his brother Bryce or his sister Amaya Blackwell in quite some time. But Big Nasty, he's always ready to throw down. And there's a reason why he's called Big Nasty. He's big, and well, the moves that he delivers are quite nasty. As Nasty looks ready to give Pitbull quite the welcome. 2 out of 3 falls. Hopefully the ring is enforced for this one. As Pitbull blocks. Nasty lifted up Pitbull here, making him look like it's nothing. Now Nasty stomping away at the hand. Oh, a headbutt right to Nasty. I rarely ever see that. Usually it's Nasty delivering those. Nasty's down. But Nasty gets right back up in a hip toss there. As Pitbull is starting this one off right. On to Nasty.
Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the farm.
Thank you for the sub, Elijah. And you made Chrissy Costanza happy. And if anybody wants to know what that alert is, that's Chrissy Costanza, one of the lead singers of one of my favorite bands, Against the Current. I did that. I clipped that when I subscribed and she let me use it. I was actually supposed to go to a festival where her band was performing, but apparently her band's not performing there anymore, so I'm not going. So I'm trying to get a refund for those tickets back, but she's super cool, super dope. She also streams over here on Twitch too, as well. Stellar Botch sent you. But she's known me probably since high school, since I was in high school, like 2015, 2016. As Nasty is in trouble here as Pitbull with this onslaught of offense, and he busted Nasty wide open. And I'll look to tap out Nasty here, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Yup, Nasty breaking out of that one. Nasty shifted his weight there. Now Nasty with a senton. And another one. A couple of stomps to that hand again. And even more. You're going to break the hand at some point. This is just tough to watch. One of our newest stars, Pitbull, against one of our veterans in Nasty. And Nasty with a double axe handle right from the top. Dragging him away from the ropes, very wise here as he's going to try to go for the first fall here in this match. 1, 2, he might have it in a kick out. Oh, the deadlift powerbomb, beautifully done from Nasty. Oh, just rubbing it in. Nasty doing a lot of bragging here, but oh, the cockiness from Nasty. To me, he's showing right now he's not taking Pitbull seriously at all right now. As Nasty looking for the Nasty splash, and oh! Pitbull reversed that one. And now he's gonna, oh no. Oh my God, what a pile driver. Driving the head of Nasty into the canvas. 1, 2, and a kick out. Karma's a bitch. So is payback. And Pitbull's looking to deliver some of that right now, but Nasty gets out of dodge with that one. And oh, right off of the turnbuckle. And Nasty doing whatever he wants right now. Couple of shots to the face. And some more. There's Nasty with the elbow. Another elbow drop. Looking for the trifecta, yes. Now Nasty, oh my God, going up. Splash! Now looking to tap him out here. Pitbull reversed it. He slipped right underneath. Now the knee right to the arm. Both of these men have come so close, but not close enough to scoring the first fall. And mind you, once one of these men scores a fall, the other man has to come back from a 1-0 deficit and win it too. They got to win both falls after that. That's what makes 2 out of 3 fall matches so suspenseful. 1, 2, almost. These two are getting tired out. It's only a matter of time. I wouldn't be bragging. I would not. Not right now. Not ever, quite frankly. Because usually it comes back to bite you in the ass eventually. Now Pitbull with the onslaught of offense here. On to Nasty. Go after those tree trunk legs here. That's a good decision. Oh, the Impaler DDT. He barely got any lift of it. And oh, nasty. Still got the shoulder up, and we're still in it. It's still 0-0. Now looking for a submission here, trying to get Nasty to tap out. Nasty's tapping. And Pitbull's got the first fall. But there's still time for Nasty to come back. But Nasty now has to get both falls to win it. Pitbull, 1, 2, he might have 2 falls right back to back, not even trying. As Pitbull had tired out Nasty so much that he was able to score 2 falls, one right after the other. It was a similar instance from what we've seen with Darby Allin and Danielson last week on RCW. And Pitbull has made his presence known, but what a match for that man. What a debut for Pitbull here on Rise.